Friends, this is where I work. The 13th deepest mine in the region. Not much to look at, mostly narrow tunnels like this. Help, I'm falling! To anyone who finds my phone, this is Bogdan's Smithy recording. I survived the tunnel collapse, but I'm trapped down here. My light broke in the fall. Now all I've got is my cigarette lighter to see by. I'm in a small cavern, containing only a very old film projector, a box with a few film reels, and a projection screen. This must have been an entertainment room for miners once. It looks like it hasn't been used in a long time. Lucky the electricity still works. I know there's no way to get a signal through a mile of rock, but recording this does make me feel like I'm not alone down here. Let's watch a movie together while I wait for rescue. At least it'll give me some light. Here's one called Yesterday Lives Again from 1938. It's an old-time movie about even older-time movies. Castle Films, our copyright lawyers will pour boiling oil on your heads. So not only is everyone involved in making this film dead now, but everybody featured in it was dead when they made it. Way to remind me I'm dying in a collapsed mine shaft, guys.
This might be Greta Garbo, but it isn't. Anyway, it's a nice, clean picture.
The first movie plot was about washing clothes. I guess it's better than another superhero franchise film.
It didn't make much difference then what happened on the screen, just so long as something happened.
We'd have used incoherent explosions and car chases, but those didn't exist yet.
Ask Granddad if he remembers the Midway at the Chicago World's Fair in '93. Here's the girl who made it famous with her spangles and her smile.
I hope they didn't break a hip.
You would hardly call this collegiate, but it was a lot of fun for those who danced and those who watched.
The buggy era, when software crashed all the time.
A chance to show off the new bonnet and dress, and there was plenty of both on these grand dames of yesterday.
Sorry, 1938 people, your clothes never did become entertaining.
High society strolled the avenue to see and be seen, and here was set the fashion for the coming spring. The gentlemen present were not important.
Their fault for not wearing polka dots. An early "your grandma was so fat" joke.
Silks, satins, and plumes, and from all appearances, the fad of dieting was unknown.
Because everybody loves horse manure.
Dusters and goggles for self-defense. Lots of noise and plenty of dust. You wouldn't quite call this a streamlined model, but in its day it was quite some pumpkins, and sometimes it worked.
Show us the times it exploded in fiery death.
Toys of the rich. Ordinary folks just stood on the curb and watched the cars go by, and an automobile parade was a big event.
Hey, Wright brothers, the world here. Get yourselves a winged horse. That'd be a Pegasus.
Orville Wright took his plane to France to demonstrate America's progress in the air. The Frenchman had been building planes too, and he wanted to show them what he could do, if they would only look. There was much ceremony, maybe too much. More action in the grandstand than in the field.
Yes, if it weren't for their shameless kissing, France would have flying cars by now.
But preparations are completed. The engine started, the plane taxis, and Wright finally gets into the air, while the officials keep on telling each other how glad they are to be there.
Snopes says this was deceptively edited. So named for all the kissy French gentlemen. And gay 90s women, of course.
At Weber and Fields, the call boy summons, and a great star of the hansom cab days, bedecked in plumes and jewels, leaves her dressing room to face a worshipping audience.
Odd way to dress to give a sermon. Here's some silent film of the world's greatest voice. Enjoy.
Now hushed in everlasting sleep, but those who heard him will never forget. Nowhere in concert or opera is there such a voice today.
Ah, yes, the brave hero who made his name shooting 4,000 defenseless buffalo.
An Indian fighter and buffalo hunter who, with his great show, made the old Wild West known around the world, back from a tour to welcome old friends at home.
Inventor of rude bro handshakes.
A canny little Scot who was an industrial giant. He built a great industry and made many millionaires. Did he give your town a library?
Nope. The lesser-known abolitionist cause.
3 times a candidate, but never a president. Advocate of grape juice and 16 to 1.
Apparently, grape juice isn't a winning presidential campaign platform.
In the Senate for years, and an advisor of many presidents of the United States.
Yeah, we didn't think you cared. Let's move on. Or take a break and go to the beach.
The boardwalk at Atlantic City was as popular then as it is today, and the chairboys working just as hard. Maybe you can remember when the movies flickered like this, but the sea breezes blew just the same.
Horrible era to have epilepsy. My eyes.
Well, he thinks
How
that
did
they're
anybody
nice enough
watch
to
movies
snapshot.
when they were so
They may
painful?
have been bathing beauties then, but where would they be today? Sex appeal of a dizzy decade. She wants you to take a plunge with her.
You can almost see her shoulders. And the second event recorded was his assassination.
Washington is always busy when a new president is made. It was coaches and teams then. Automobiles hadn't yet been given the official recognition. Prosperity was the issue then, too.
People wanted prosperity more than grape
McKinley served
juice?
his country well and died a martyr, the 3rd president to be assassinated.
Congratulations on that great achievement! So San Francisco was the city of Queens in the gay 90s?
Quakes and flames shake and burn. Disaster stalks the streets. Hundreds are killed. Thousands made homeless.
Imagine there being thousands of homeless in San Francisco of all places.
One of the world's greatest disasters. A city torn and burned by nature's most ugly attack, over which man has no control.
Except for all the countless ways they could have stopped the fire.
But, phoenix-like from this seeming hopeless mass of twisted steel and piles of stone, from these broken streets and tottering ruins, there rose a greater city to become a monument to the courage and faith of the undaunted Americans of the West.
The modern city is full of flawless engineering marvels like the Transbay Transit Center and the Millennium Tower. Citation needed.
Wherever Teddy went, things happened. He was always the center of attention, respected by all, worshipped by many.
Ah, yes, the famous Teddy Roosevelt quote. And your one true God.
A great orator who held and won his audiences from coast to coast. When he spoke, the entire world listened. He did things, but he knew what he was doing. One of America's few great presidents.
Way to diss America. And all because Teddy Roosevelt left office.
Wilhelm II, Kaiser of the German Empire, here with his Prussian warlords at Potsdam, on his way to army maneuvers to review his troops.
His wiener dog kind of undercuts his authority.
In those days in Germany, it was always marching soldiers.
Don't forget the pointy hats. I've met the coal czar, and the clean water czar, and the housing czar. It can't be an important title.
Nicholas II and the Tsarina, always surrounded by a large retinue of admiring followers and scheming diplomats. Their lovely daughters and the noble Grand Dukes. Imperialism at its height, the zenith of power and tyranny. A pathetic, simple figure, the little father of all the Russians, in the shadow of a tragic end.
Except for that one that started right after this film was made.
A beloved old man, he ruled Austria-Hungary from 1848 to 1916, but fate was kind, for he did not see the awful end.
Killer shark? Kraken? Oh, just a torpedo.
Not only naval ships, but ships of commerce, too. victims of the dastardly submarine. Human life had little value here. The great hull, mortally wounded, turns and sinks, and carries with it hundreds of struggling men, while others, more fortunate, swim about in the open sea with hope of rescue. Some men live today who were lucky enough to survive, with horrible memories of their comrades gone in one of the many great marine disasters of the World War. A victory? Is it? Who wins?
Worship only Teddy Roosevelt. Accept no false prophets. Well, we're still ruled by fear and greed, but at least our hats aren't as silly. Well, that film sure took a dark turn, didn't it? Somehow, all the grainy black and white footage of thousands of real people dying horribly isn't helping get my mind off my own deadly predicament. I gotta root around here and see if I can find something in some nice, cheerful, life-affirming color. Ah, here's something. It says it's a fantasy. Sounds delightful. Let's give it a go. We get color, but we lose sound. There's always a catch. A murder 10 seconds in. This is fast-paced. So you're just gonna keep successively murdering women in your little vat. Okay. Maybe they have to keep inserting women until the smoke turns white to elect a new pope for hell. Too much nudity on that demon. Yeah, I don't think they have any clue how this device is supposed to work. I wonder if this was the inspiration for the Star Wars Holiday Special. My God, what was that? I can only conclude there's no ventilation in this cavern, and I'm hallucinating from oxygen deprivation. My death must be only seconds away. Goodbye.